The time has come! Entire Fortnite Season 3 Chapter 4 storyline has come. So let's come right into it. Cause I myself have come right into Fortnite storyline. Let's recap the events that began the Season 3 storyline. After the island gets created, a shapeless man who probably is nothing starts hunting the minds of Stellan, the Rift Warden, a member of Oathbound who works with the Ageless. The shapeless man forces Stellan to create a rift gate powered by the refined kinetic ore, one or the most powerful material in the Omniverse, which has many different versions. There is a raw kinetic ore and then a reflective kinetic ore used to cloak almost invisible, kinetic prism and many others, and finally a new one discovered, refined kinetic ore, one which is beyond powerful. Stellan, after creating the rift gate, uses the phases of the moon to find the location of the island in the galaxy, to then be able to focus the rift gate on the right reality. Once that's done, they turn on the rift gate, setting a location for it, but then something goes horribly wrong. A mysterious character sabotages the rift gate, making it focused on a Japanese-themed reality. While not just that, this character also brings a Chalice into the island through it. That character being Dahlia, a super chromed up hacker. She also then makes the rift gate go crazy, causing it to blow up and opening a permanent rift in the sky. Permanent rifts which can only be closed by what they were opened with or by a device activating from the both sides of the rift. Days after, through this rift gate, we get huge chunks of this Japanese-inspired reality coming right into our map. People of this reality also coming in as well, along with Knox, the Triarch of Darkness and Night, then also Serenade, both being parts of the last reality. Knox being the one who made Dahlia sabotage the rift gate and grab the Chalice through it. But not just her, Knox has also been manipulating this character, growing darkness within him, corrupting them into becoming new members of the last reality. While these two were people of the Mega Reality who used to work with the unseen syndicate of Mega City, until Knox met them, making this to betray Unseen, becoming traitors. Not just the Unseen, these two were tasked by Knox to cause chaos among all 5 syndicates of the Mega Reality, forcing the syndicates to be distracted with the chaos happening and distracted by making peace. Why Knox did not cause the chaos himself is because he's scared of another triarchy called Aurora, one which Knox seems to be hiding from. But then, why did Knox even want to distract the 5 syndicates? It's because of the other last reality member brought here, Serenade. Knox made sure not a single one of us, especially the ones from the 5 syndicates, do not pay attention at all to whatever Serenade is doing. What she's doing being growing 2 more of these towers near all rulers on the island, causing cracks on the ground thanks to also the Mega City's impact. Then she uses her water powers, which are actually the same water powers that Mizuki has, bringing up the chance of Serenade being a past river guardian who betrayed her people, joining the last reality, connecting with the water powers to these towers, then using the water to attract some veins, making them come out of the cracks. Why exactly this happens is because of the hidden jungle under the island, and the veins being the vein of those trees. While we know that tree veins are always made to follow and grow in the direction of water, exactly why Serenade and her water powers were chosen for this job. Then even in real life, veins of things like trees crack and break rocks open. The exact same technique used here by Serenade to reveal the hidden jungle, breaking the top of the island. Beginning Season 3, Chapter 4. Serenade revealed the jungle because this jungle has massive connections to the past of the last reality. By past I mean eons ago. This jungle is tens or hundreds of thousands years old. It's extremely old. Just like myself and Clark. We're becoming rusty boomers, get them. This jungle is either connected to before last reality was even created or the origin and the beginning of last reality. Whichever it is, Serenade revealed this jungle because her Claire and Knox want the island people to mess with the technology on this jungle. Technology that should be directly connected to the last reality. Exactly why they want us to mess with them. These technologies were created eons ago by the people of this jungle and all created through kinetic ore and its many different versions, especially the refined kinetic ore. The jungle people were scientists and most importantly visionaries. They have many times predicted future events, especially one being an eclipse, known by their glyphs talking about these predictions, bringing up even more connections from them to the last reality. Because we know how the biggest group who have used us seeing the future visions right now is the last reality. They even have made a sideways border on the spirit realm to make sure no one else will be able to connect into this spirit realm. And without the spirit realm energy, it's much or close to impossible for you to see visions. But one of these predictions of the jungle people is an eclipse, which is our destiny, answer to all of our questions and much more. Entire chapter 4 every season has been talking about how the eclipse is our destiny. So whatever it is, this should be one of the biggest things in the Fortnite storyline. It also is the exact reason why the jungle people vanished, disappearing. Then this eclipse has also been teased years ago by this skin, its emo Donut Buster, twice by him actually. And so exactly why we need to find out what this eclipse will be. The one who will find out being Dr. Slone. The queen is back! Wow! Dr. Slone, who was harshly damaged when the tank was pushed crashing under the ground. Then when the map exploded, this same tank and her being in it pulled right into the new chapter 4 map, but put in the jungle, which was once again under the map. Then Relic finds Slone's tank, fixing her up, saving her. Relic, who found this abandoned jungle before anyone else, studying it and stealing some of their tech, using them as his suit, weapon and much more. And a suit that just like the 7 using reflective kinetic ore can cloak and vanish. A suit which using refined kinetic ore can open rifts. Then also a suit with lava flowing on it, showing connections between the jungle people and fire powers. After saving a Slone, Relic also joins in, helping a Slone, mostly trying to study the glyphs in the jungle to align the celestial objects with them. Dr. Slone then finds her back bling, this being a map and much more, a kinetic ore technology. For the start, showing us some of the hidden ruins of the jungle, most importantly the main ruin and the one which has a telescope like a stellar projector called a apparatus on it. Fun fact! You can actually see the apparatus when looking directly through the hole on the main temple. This jungle is so well detailed and designed, it's insane. Have I talked about the graphics? You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Not yet. While Dr. Slone goes to check the main ruin using this map, that's exactly when the ground on the island breaks, revealing the jungle. Interesting, some people from Mega City into exploring what's going on with the jungle. Those people being part of the explorers, a group connected to the luminaries who completely take over the jungle when it is revealed, building huge bases in it and throwing their supplies and tech everywhere. But before that happens, 4 of their members going to the main temple once the jungle is revealed, seeing an Autobots logo and a piece of transforming technology, meaning that somewhere in the history of this jungle in the past, Transformers were brought into this jungle, and they left a connection to themselves here to bring Optimus Prime back into it when needed. That is the only way it would make sense to me why this logo is there, and why there was like a technology left there directly connected to Optimus Prime, bringing him here right when Fish's stick touches the technology. When all of these were happening, Slone using this new sniper was watching all of it, making her get 2 ideas. One being to manipulate the explorers to help her with her own works, joining the explorers as their expert, making them do as she wishes. Then also when seeing connections from the device in the jungle to Optimus Prime, it makes her go talk with Prime. While Prime somehow knows that Slone is an unlikely ally, he accepts to work with with Dr. Slone, because he tells her and us how our biggest enemy is being the last reality of sense and energy which used to protect us being gone. Therefore now flying right towards us to arrive in season 4 and finish the job. When Optimus Prime says that the Slone should have brought up the map that she found. The map which points directly with something Optimus Prime says, pointing at a secret among the stars having all the answers we need. When hearing this, Dr. Slone thinks, what if the secret among the stars is what exactly made the jungle people vanish? She theorizes the secret being a true home which jungle people found among the stars going to it. And once Optimus Prime says we need to leave this island as soon as possible, she thinks of finding the secret among the stars, so maybe we can go to it and make it our new home too, so we can escape the last reality with it. Once Optimus Prime hears this, he accepts to work with Dr. Slone and figure things out together to save everyone. Optimus Prime, which thank God he was brought into this season's storyline. It's legit let me make so many dumb Optimus Prime jokes. Infinite Clark torture glitch. Fuck it, let's torture Clark even more going through some of those jokes. Watch my man somewhere in the map be like, the time has come, let them come to me. Come in my mouth. Wait, what? Optimus Prime also seems to be part of the Fortnite storyline now, saying that the time has come and this is my new friend Come. But let's hear what my man has to say.
My awesome smaller son will now hit the gritty just for you.
Now, god damn it, not that one! So she tasks Optimus Prime to save him, and he says, Riptide must be stopped, no matter the cost. I wish, man, imagine Optimus Prime being tasked to search for fish. Peak Transformers lore! Okay, now, Optimus Prime and Mecha Team or whatever the name of that robot, perfect! Peak. Oh my god, these two together are like, they are meant to be. Or wait, the battle boss, we're actually getting a battle boss, like, okay, never mind. The battle boss X Optimus Prime. Oh my god. Oh god damn it, I'm getting Transformers key flashbacks now.
Get the key!
To preserve the key, no matter the cost.
Protect the key! Guard the key.
Do we have the key?
The key. Protect the key.
Noah, get to the key!
We use the transwarp key. If you give us this key...
Why does this always feel so good? Dr. Slone has started to figure out what exactly the secret among the stars is. Dr. Slone gets info on how there is a tech in the jungle called apparatus. This tech having ancient knowledge stored within it that can help us find out what exactly the secret among the stars is. So because of that, the Slone forces the explorers to take over this ruin, begin repairing the apparatus. One that many parts of it are missing, so we have to find those. And on our side, the loopers will help by finding 4 kinetic prisms needed for the apparatus to work. Now I just told you how Slone started fixing this telescope because of this map. While in one of the voice lines, Slone says how someone put this map here specifically for her to find it. I just told you how Knox and Serenade revealed this jungle for us to mess with the technologies within it. Then probably they put this in the jungle for Slone to find it, knowing that she would for sure fix the apparatus. And then her doing that maybe makes the cube cradle and the last reality army coming to us much easier. As I have been saying many times, the entire chapter 4, every detail of it is being manipulated and played exactly how the Nothing and Knox intended to play. We have been fooled so hard by them, and everything happening in season 1, season 2, season 3, they all are connected to season 4 chapter 4. This next season will be insanely huge. That's what she said. But there is one thing, even though everything is going as Knox wants, Era reveals how Knox is scared of the second member of the Triarch, Aurora, and how even Knox cannot stop the Dawn. That to me sounds like the last reality has only one thing that could mess up their entire plans, and that being the Aurora and the Dawn. Something that for now they have not found a way to deal with. Maybe this Aurora will be the one who saves us at the end of chapter 4 by this. But now that I brought up Era, let's talk about her too. Era is a character who has a 0-point technology that allows her to time travel. This time travel technology making her either be herself or become her ancestors. Herself being this white version, since that's the style you get when the 0-point clock starts moving forward. And this black one being not Era, no, this is not her. But an ancestor of her she becomes when the 0-point starts going backwards, aka going back in time. Why Era becomes her ancestor this season is because her ancestors know and have memories regarding the jungle and its past. So she wants to access these memories and learn what exactly is going on. That's exactly how Era knew of the Aurora and Knox being scared of it. Then also that's what makes Era tell this to Slone, showing how her messing with the apparatus is not good. Proving what I have been saying, Knox and all want us to mess with these technologies is probably going to make the last reality coming here much easier. But talking about the apparatus, let's go back into it. The apparatus is taken over by Slone and the explorers, then it is now being repaired. The repairing took longer than it would if ants were the workers. If Joe Biden was a Slone, he would fall into eternal sleep watching them be fixed up. God damn! Meanwhile that was being worked on, much more happened on the island, which we will go through right now. One of those things that happened being a storyline regarding this character who finds glyphs all pointing out at the location of a Chalice. The same Chalice Dahlia took through the Rift Gate. By this character's help we find the exact location of the Chalice and how it is called the Chalice of the Cube Catastrophe. This Chalice has the same design Aura and Aurelia have, even the box has the same design too. That's because Dahlia either gave the Chalice to Aurelia or she stole it from him. Then once we grab the Chalice we actually become Aura or Aurelia depending on the gender of our skin. That's what exactly makes me think that this might be what gave Midas and the others their golden curse powers, because Midas also got his powers for a lost treasure too. But it might not be that and Aurelia just put a curse on the Chalice, making it be connected to her, who knows. One thing that we do know for sure is that the Chalice has extreme powers and is extremely destructive, but without someone wielding the Chalice it is said to be powerless, so it needs to be locked up away from the ones who would abuse it. But for now, once we become Aurelia we take the Chalice to this character and they start debating. The ending of debate between these two characters being how she gives Aurelia a golden fork trading to get Chalice. What is wrong with you? Aurelia, seriously, you deserve better. You are legit the first skeleton in my life I have seen that has I'ma call this with his family-friendly name. The first skeleton with big personalities. And then that's what you trade for a golden fork. My girl lost all brain cells when becoming a skeleton, goddamn. The Chalice gets captured here by this character and locked up away from anyone who would abuse it. The second thing which happens when the telescope is being fixed is a storyline regarding Triggerfish, who seems like he has been helping out or kind of even being part of the explorers this season. Triggerfish says how he needs our help because the coral bodies have been starting to disappear and he's worried for them. So because of that he takes us to the Princess of Fortnite Atlantis, Princess of Corals and all of that, Bryn. Bryn says how she senses her coral bodies being in danger, so we among Triggerfish get tasked to save them. These corals, we find out they were being captured and caged inside a cold frozen cave by Turk and Riptide. So we and Triggerfish save the corals, bringing them to Triggerfish's base. These quests definitely have a hidden meaning, teasing something regarding the corals happening soon in the storyline, so I can't wait to find out what that is. For now, both corals being stolen and the Chalice stolen seems to be connected right into a character. One which is the exact reason for this season 4 real life teasers happening, and a character which his name was written on the cards near those things and like, I'm not gonna read the hell nah. The character is meant to be a great collector coming in next season's story, and this character was looking forward into collecting the corals and the Chalice, both of them. Then another short story is how there is this stingray guy who serves the Chaos Agent. This season he confirms how Meow Meow for now works for the Shadow. How dare you! That's what you deserve for betraying Madame Midas. For now we also got a Mega City girl who has been chosen as a vessel of a shadow being named Umbra. Then once Umbra takes over, she turns looking this way. She doesn't really want to be connected to this shadow being and wants to be freed again. So we try to help her find a way to get her freed from this mess. That way she tells us how it's connected to the jungle. Our cure is here because there is much dormant shadow energy found within the jungle. But there is one person who we know which might be connected to the shadow being itself. That person also being connected to the Oathbound. Oathbound, where in this season we got much a storyline on too. Storyline of Lexa and Orin becoming prince and princess of Oathbound, ruling alongside Ageless. Lexa is a backbling with a red eclipse. Connecting to the eclipse we talked about this season a lot. Then also the description of this backbling being your destiny lies among the stars. One of the reasons why I've been saying that this secret coming up next season, it's gonna be huge. Again, that's what she said. But not just that. There was much more star stock in the Oathbound too. One especially being the Galaxy Knight skin and this Moon skin, which this Galaxy Knight sword has even been said to be made in a world far in the stars. Or him himself being a guardian of that world. Yeah, this Galaxy Knight very much I think his home is that secret among the stars. And he's a protector and the guardian of it. Talking about the stars, Stellan was the one who told us about them way too much in the first season. Stellan also has a loading screen sitting on Ageless's throne, which Princess Lexa's loading screen shows her in the same room and a shadow being which might be Umbra, the same one that chose this girl as her vessel. The shadow being is standing right where Stellan was sitting at his loading screen, the Ageless's throne. While Dr. Stone says that she knows what a Stellan is even if he doesn't. Or even Lexa saying this to Stellan and much more. Stellan could be the shadow monster being Umbra himself. If you want to see all the supporting details regarding this theory, you need to watch this video, link in the description. The apparatus has been repaired from this state into this state and then that one this one and finally being fully repaired. So we're now finally done with the mini stories at the middle of repairing as well. Once it is repaired and all kinetic prisons put within, Dr. Stone uses refined kinetic ore to overcharge the apparatus, making the device create this beam and then this map. Slone here learns how this is not a telescope, it's a stellar projector. Then she near the same time gets a signal from the outer space. Signal of something coming towards us with intent. A signal which she remembers and she has seen in the old past. That to me being the cube cradle coming towards us right now and us seeing it for sure in the next season. But then she also says how this and the glyphs are showing an eclipse happening and how that is impossible unless it has happened before too. Figuring out how they all are predicting the eclipse to happen once again pretty soon, aka next season. Then right here Dr. Stone calls the eclipse the key. Eclipse being called the key by a Slone. Tis why Donald mastered 1 year in the past many times. Eclipse being part of season 7 chapter 2 alien teasers. It being shown off on 5 rings connected to the world hidden among the stars. Then it being on so many different cosmetics. The eclipse being how in season 1 we found the location of the island in the Omniverse. This thing has been teased more than anything else in the entire storyline, and then it has to be one of the biggest moments in the story too. It could also be connected to the Ice Moon or not. If it is connected to the Ice Moon, I believe that Dr. Stone is thinking of using the Ice Moon, taking us and the 0 points on it far away from the last reality, saving us using the Ice Moon and turning it into our chapter 5 map. For now though, the most important part of the season 3 storyline. How I talked about the graphics? Look at the lighting, it looks more realistic than real life. Orange lights makes me want to break some rocks open. The amount of detail in the plants and everything. The structures detail, the statues in the night tunnel and just hear everything. God damn, I've never felt like I want to marry pixels, but now I do. It is still ain't good as my wife Mega City, but 9.9 out of 10. Peak. The 5 rings on the apparatus device makes me think that maybe we might just start getting answers towards the 5 realities soon as well. This jungle has a massive connection to the last reality's origin. It could very much be where Cube Queen and Origin were born at. Then And once the jungle people vanish, them either creating the last reality or soon after becoming its rulers. For now, the eclipse is coming right into us, being what the jungle people turned into their new home. So we will probably finally meet these jungle people within it. Then Dr. Slone will make up a heist plan to steal the eclipse. Because the whole point of fixing the telescope was so we find the escape plan running away from the last reality. We gotta steal the eclipse and fly away from this island with it. But to do such a massive heist, the Slone is the best of the best out there. A crime boss and a mastermind with the best team in the job you could ever find. Midas is coming back and he will help us get our key for the escape plan. Midas should be the person that the Slone in this season said she doesn't really want to work with, but she has to. You need the mastermind of crimes for doing the biggest heist. So, oh my god! I've been simping on this man so hard that it's finally gonna pay off. Damn! But talking about the 5 realities, these are the 5 connected and super important realities in the storyline. If you do not know them, click on this video on your screen. It's a huge video with info you need to know before chapter 4 ends.